Hi everyone, and welcome to this talk on how you can start creating the life you've always dreamed of. Without waiting for anyone's permission, I'm here to share powerful insights, inspiring stories, and practical steps to help you take charge of your future, whether you're dreaming of a new career, a creative project, or simply a happier life. This talk is for you. So, let's dive in and discover how you can make it happen. Have you ever felt like you need someone to tell you it's okay to chase your dreams? Maybe you've wanted to start a business, move to a new city, or try something completely different, but something holds you back. You might think, what if I fail? What will people say? Do I have what it takes? These thoughts are normal, but they can trap you in a cycle of waiting for approval, for the perfect moment, for someone to say, go for it. Today, I'm here to tell you that you don't need permission to live the life you want. You already have everything you need inside you to start creating your future. Let's start by exploring why so many of us feel like we need permission. From a young age, we're taught to follow rules and seek approval. In school, we raise our hands to speak. At home, we ask our parents if we can go out with friends. These habits stick with us, and as adults, we sometimes feel like we need a green light from others, our family, our boss, or even society to make big decisions. Society often pushes us toward a safe path. Go to college, a stable job, settle down. If you want to do something different, like start your own company or pursue a passion, it can feel like you're breaking the rules. You might worry about what others will think or fear that you'll fail and face judgment. These fears are real, but they don't have to control you. There's another reason we seek permission: lack of confidence. Sometimes we doubt ourselves and think we need someone else to validate our choices. But here's the truth. You are the author of your own life. You don't need anyone's approval to pursue what makes you happy. Waiting for permission is often a way to avoid taking responsibility for your own path. When you decide to act without waiting for someone else's okay, you step into your power. You become the one who shapes your future. Now, let's talk about why you don't need permission. As an adult, you have the freedom to make your own choices. No one else knows your dreams, your passions, or your potential better than you do. When you wait for permission, you give away your power to others. Instead, you can choose to trust yourself and take action. This doesn't mean ignoring advice or support. Those can be valuable, but the final decision is yours. By taking ownership of your life, you open the door to endless possibilities. You start to see challenges not as roadblocks, but as opportunities to grow. This shift in perspective is what empowers you to create the life you want. To help you make this shift, let's look at some powerful mindset changes that can set you free. First, trust yourself. You have unique strengths and instincts that can guide you. Think about a time when you made a good decision or overcame a challenge. That's proof of your ability to succeed. Start making small decisions without seeking others' opinions, like choosing a new hobby or planning your day. Over time, this builds confidence for bigger choices. Second, focus on the positive. Instead of worrying about what could go wrong, look for what could go right. Practice gratitude for what you have and stay open to new opportunities. Third, embrace failure as a learning opportunity. Mistakes are not the end, they're part of the journey. Every successful person has failed, but they kept going. Fourth, take ownership of your life. Stop blaming external circumstances like a tough job market or lack of resources and focus on what you can control. Finally, strive to be your best self. This means living in alignment with your values and working to improve every day. These mindset shifts, inspired by experts in personal development, can transform how you approach your goals. Let's draw inspiration from people who didn't wait for permission and achieved incredible things. Take Steven Spielberg, one of the world's greatest filmmakers. He was rejected 3 times by the University of Southern California's film school. Imagine being told no 3 times by a place you dreamed of attending. Most people might give up, but Spielberg didn't. He went to a different college, kept making films, and followed his passion. Today, he's not only a legendary director, but also serves on the board of the school that rejected him and donates $1 million a year to it. His story shows that rejection doesn't define you, your determination does. Then there's Dr. Seuss, the beloved children's author. His first book, And to Think That I Saw It on Mulberry Street, was rejected by 27 publishers. 27, each rejection could have crushed his spirit, but he kept submitting his work. On the 28th try, a publisher said yes, and that book sold over 6 million copies. Dr. Seuss's books have now sold over 100 million copies worldwide. His persistence proves that you don't need everyone to believe in you just one chance. And your own belief in yourself. Another powerful example is J.K. Rowling, the creator of Harry Potter. Picture a single mother living on welfare, struggling to feed her child in a small apartment. That was Rowling in the early 1990s. She wrote her first Harry Potter book by hand because she couldn't afford a computer. When she sent it to publishers, she faced rejection after rejection. But she didn't stop. Finally, a small publishing house took a chance on her, and Harry Potter became a global phenomenon, selling millions of books and inspiring movies and theme parks. Rowling's journey from hardship to success shows that no matter where you start, you can create something extraordinary if you keep going. These stories remind us that success doesn't come from waiting for permission. It comes from courage, persistence, and self-belief. You don't need a degree, a perfect plan, or everyone's approval to start. You just need to take the first step. So, how do you start creating your life? Let's get practical with some steps you can take today. First, identify your passion. What makes you excited? What do you love doing? Maybe it's painting, starting a business, or helping others. Take time to reflect on what lights you up. Second, set clear goals. Use the SMART framework. Make your goals specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. For example, instead of saying, "I want to be successful," say, "I want to launch my online store by next June." Third, take small steps. Break your goals into tiny tasks you can do daily, like researching your market or writing one page of your book. Small actions add up over time. Fourth, seek support. Find mentors, join communities, or connect with friends who encourage you. Surrounding yourself with positive people makes a big difference. Fifth, learn from failures. When something doesn't work out, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? And keep moving forward. Finally, stay persistent. Success takes time. Even when things get tough, keep your eyes on your goal and don't give up. Asterisk, let me tell you something important. Some of the most successful people in the world started with nothing. No special title, no money, no connections. What they had was belief, and belief is powerful. It shapes your actions. It shapes your energy. It shapes how the world responds to you. So instead of asking, can I ask, how can I? Think about your life right now. Are you where you want to be? If the answer is no, that's okay, but don't stay there. Don't accept a life that's smaller than your dreams. Don't settle because you're afraid to be seen trying. You don't need to be perfect to begin. You just need to be honest. Honest about what you want. Honest about what imagine you want to start a photography business. You might feel like you need a fancy camera or a degree in photography to begin, but you don't. Start with what you have, maybe your phone camera, and take photos every day. Share them online, ask for feedback, and learn as you go. Over time, you'll improve. Build a portfolio and attract clients. That's how you create your life one step at a time. Let me share a relatable scenario. Think about someone who wants to change careers, but feels stuck because they think they need more qualifications or their boss's approval to leave. Instead of waiting, they can start by taking an online course in their desired field, networking with people in that industry, or even volunteering for projects to gain experience. These small steps don't require permission, they just require action. As we wrap up, let's reflect on what we've covered. You don't need permission to live the life you want. The belief that you need approval is a myth rooted in societal norms and fear. By adopting empowering mindsets like trusting yourself, focusing on the positive, and learning from failure, you can break free from that myth. The stories of Steven Spielberg, Dr. Seuss, and J.K. Rowling show that success comes from persistence and self-belief, not from waiting for someone else's okay. And with practical steps like setting goals, taking action, and seeking support, you can start building your dream life today. So, what's stopping you? You have the power to shape your future. You don't need a perfect plan or everyone's approval. You just need to believe in yourself and take that first step. Maybe it's signing up for a class, writing the first page of your novel, or simply deciding to prioritize your dreams. Whatever it is, start today. Your life is yours to create, and the time to begin is now. Thank you for listening. I hope this talk has inspired you to stop waiting and start creating the life you've always dreamed of. Go out there and make it happen.